Whoa. We live? I think I'm live. All right, I'm live. I gotta check the stream. Check the channel to make sure it's up and running. Yep, we're live. So today's live stream is a little bit like out of the blue, just going at it. Doesn't have any fancy setup or anything like that. No fancy cameras or lighting or anything like that. I already got 2 people on it. Awesome. For those that are on it, can you let me know on the chat? Let me know that you guys are able to hear me with no problem. And once I get confirmation of someone stating that they are able to hear me, I'm gonna start this little stream. So today's stream is all about, again, no fancy cameras, no fancy, none of that stuff. Hopefully you guys are able to hear me out with no problem. Again, make sure you send me a chat and say, hey, I can hear you. But today is all about staying connected. Like right now, it is, I completely forgot the day right now. I don't even know what day today is. I think today's Thursday. And so far, what, 5 days in already for, awesome. Thank you. So 5 days already in, a lot of hopefully your users, if you're a system admin or a system administrator or a network administrator, you have a lot of your users right now working remotely. And the key thing is trying to stay connected with all your clients as well as supporting everyone from home. I've been working my butt like hardcore, maybe 15 to 16 hours a day ever since we started the whole telecommunicate remote, work from remote. Since Friday, last Friday, I think was the day that my 9-to-5 job decided to like close up shop, say for those individuals that cannot make it to work, stay home, be able to work home. I've been trying to make sure that everyone has enough VPN access, enough licenses to go out for those individuals that are going to VPN into the network, as well as make sure that people are able to remote into their desktops, safe. And it's just been a crazy 5 days for me. I know a lot of you guys are doing the same thing. I want to hear your feedback. How are you guys staying communicated with your users? What are your users are using to stay communicated with their clients? Like right now, we are definitely taking advantage of Zoom, right? And Zoom right now, we have about 18 accounts. Zoom has been extremely popular right now. They've been getting a lot of new users. Zoom itself is free. You're able to do like a one-on-one Zoom meeting, a video conference, or a audio conference for a one-on-one, which is unlimited. If you guys have like 100 participants that are joining the Zoom meeting, you are able to do 40 minutes, and then it's going to cut off. If you want something higher, like unlimited minutes, you have to purchase. We not too long ago upgraded our Zoom account to business, and then we purchased like 18 accounts. Every department head right now in my 9-to-5 job has their own Zoom account, where I'm not lying to you guys. We just recently, this Monday, we recently pushed out Microsoft Teams to everyone. I had to do a Zoom meeting to show everyone how to get it up and running remotely, how to use it. So that's been crazy as well. My feeds, my activity is off the charts. Right now, I'm at the job. I think I'm the only one at the job right now because sometimes I have to physically be here for the servers. I'm uploading our file share to the cloud. So in case something happens to the building, the power goes out, we are still able to access all our file shares up in the cloud. But I want to know what you guys are working on. Look, it looks like Donald, I'm reading the chat right now. A couple of people, Psycho Toxic, he's using Zooms, Teams, Team Viewers. Awesome. I'm in the same approach as well. I think TeamViewer, we're using it with the Mac users right now, but that's like a backup plan. The Mac users are actually VPNing into the network, and they're mounting a Mac server onto their machines to access it that way. A lot of the Mac users are super happy that route. Sometimes if it's the user problem, like if the internet connection is kind of slow, they would TeamViewer into their Mac computers. I configure that up and running. Make sure that the Mac computers don't go asleep, like the hard drive doesn't go asleep completely. So I had to make modifications on that. So that's the way that we're utilizing our TeamViewer. But right now we have all our remote desktop configured. We have the middleman that, you know, kind of configures the port, masks the port. You have to authenticate. We have like a gateway server kind of situation. And the gateway server has a failover. So if it's too many users logging into one gateway, it goes into the second gateway, and it's like a balance, like a, what is it, like a cluster balance kind of thing that I have going on. That's been working out with no problem. I like that approach a lot. TeamViewer is not used for our PC users. For me to remote and manage users from my 9 to 5, I've been taking advantage of TeamViewer. I mean, not TeamViewer. I've been taking advantage of Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams is pretty awesome because they're able to share their desktop. You're able to request control and then, you know, control everything. If you're controlling like a PC, it works extremely well. If you're dealing with a Mac user and you want them to share their desktop, and you're requesting control, this is my experience. They have to go inside system preferences and manage the access. If not, it's not going to work out. I've had a couple of problems for users that don't understand how to get inside system preferences and manage some of the access for me to control their desktop and their, you know, their hard drive. But sometimes when they show me the desktop, I'm able to like navigate them, tell them, okay, minimize this, go here, go that. That's been working out with no problem. But if you're using Microsoft Teams to kind of like control access to a PC desktop, it works with no problem. I haven't had any issues. We got Donald saying he's using TeamViewer and Google Meet. That's awesome. I haven't tried out Google Meet. So I'm assuming, Donald, that you are using your primary email services is Google. That's the reason why you're using that feature. Yeah, because you're a nonprofit. Yeah, you're taking advantage of that nonprofit. I hear you. We used to use Google nonprofit, but then we moved over. Like, it's really crazy. Like, I'm getting text messages. I'm getting email messages. Like, right now, I am actually just working while I'm live streaming with you guys. Google Meet in just the 3CX setup today. Awesome. You just set that up today, the 3CX Flapjack King. That's crazy. How is that working out for you? And how are you guys dealing with mobile users in your phones? How, you know, are you guys utilizing VoIP? Like, we not too long ago migrated into Mitel. Mitel provides us a nice little Android or an iPhone app that allows users to continue talking to their clients like they're in the office, but they're not in the office, and phone calls are being forwarded to them. Voicemails are being forwarded over to their emails as an attachment. That's how we approach. That's how we are approaching that. Right now, we're trying to figure out ways to deal with paychecks, dealing with vendors sending us checks. How can we send that stuff over to the banks? It's like, it's really, really crazy. It is extremely getting crazy right now. My son right now, I had to go see my son yesterday. I had to set up his machine, his computer, because school is going to be out until September. And a lot of teachers are taking advantage of, I believe, Google Classroom. So I had to set that stuff up for him. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see how that works. He not too long ago logged into his first classroom. So it is getting extremely crazy. Like right now, like I said, guys, I've been working maybe 16 to 17 hours straight each day, dealing with all this stuff, trying to troubleshoot people's personal machines, which is one of the things that I don't know how you guys manage that stuff. If it's not part of your, if it's not a company laptop or a company PC, how are you guys managing that? Are you actually saying, okay, forget that rule, and are you actually helping out your users with their personal laptop if they're having issues? How are you guys handling that? Because I find myself that if you don't have a company laptop that we provided, we can't troubleshoot it. But now, different times, it looks like, okay, I have to troubleshoot it and get you guys up and running. So I've had a couple of cases that I had to remote into a personal machine that's not part of the company's inventory, and I had to troubleshoot it to get them up and running. So I want to know how are you guys handling now? Are you guys actually troubleshooting personal machines? You know? So I know a couple of guys are there sharing out some content. I appreciate the love. Make sure to hit that like button, show some love for the stream. I'm only going to stay for a couple of minutes. Right now we're in only 10 minutes. I'm going to stay maybe for 20 minutes because, again, I'm still busy taking care of other things, other fires that I have to deal with, because it is getting crazy. Also, there's Discord. A lot of people, I've seen articles right now online saying different types of ways to stay connected with your users. Discord has been mentioned, but Discord has a lot of problems. If you don't manage Discord correctly, it's it does a lot of privacy problems. Plus, Discord, it was meant for the gaming community. It's not really done for business. Slack works extremely well. I haven't done with Slack at all. For my 9-to-5 job, again, like I said, we not too long ago implemented this Monday Microsoft Teams. So that's my feed and my activities has been off the charts. People have been texting me, sharing out documents to like 11 o'clock at night, and me troubleshooting and calling people. It is really, really interesting how people are utilizing these tools extremely fast. But it's like it's driving me nuts a little bit because it's a new tool. A lot of people don't understand, but you have to troubleshoot it. You try to figure out stuff. You open tickets up for Microsoft, and Microsoft is, they got their plate full, and once they open up the ticket, it's crazy. And plus, with Microsoft Teams, there's a bunch of apps that are allowed. You have to go in there, block all the apps, and then certain people want apps to be available, so you got to go in there and allow apps. It's getting extremely overwhelming. I know Zoom is super popular for video conferencing and audio conferencing. Microsoft Teams and Slack. I've spoke to a lot of system administrators and network administrators and IT support, IT desk support people. They've been using Slack because that's what they have, but a lot of them have been using Microsoft Teams, and they haven't had any issues. Donald says, many of our nonprofit clients only had desktops, so I had to use their laptops when they are home. I use Tune to assist. Okay, so that's one way. That's one way to do it. I kind of feel you, Donald, but how do you actually feel actually touching a user's personal laptop? Because it's pretty iffy, because let's say you do something into their personal machine and something happens, and they automatically saying, hey, Donald, this was working, and all of a sudden you remoting into my machine, and now it's not working. I need you to fix it. It's crazy. It's like, I think it's really iffy. That's why I don't really like touching users' personal laptops, because they're always gonna come back to you saying, oh, Bernardo, something is not working. It was working, but now it's not working. But like, I didn't really do anything. All I did was install an application to get you up and running with Office, or I just installed VPN and get you guys up and running to get inside the network. I didn't really do anything. And then hours later, you're troubleshooting a personal machine that it's not even part of your company's inventory. Heidi345, hopefully I said that right. You're still working on your servers. Crazy. Are you actually on site? Are you at your office right now working on your servers, or are you remoting into your servers from home and dealing with your servers? And if you are working on your servers, what are you actually doing in your servers right now? I'm hoping that you're not doing anything crazy. Just making sure that your servers are being backed up. That's all your home servers. It's your home servers. Yeah, just if you guys are working from home, hopefully you guys are not doing a lot like I'm here in the office because the majority of the people are just asking for things like I can't VPN, or my desktop is off, or I just got to make sure all the servers are up and running. Especially, I've had accidents within the building that the power went off and no one emails anyone. So that's like the worst case scenario right now, that the building power goes off, even though we have a UPS to keep our servers up and running. Yeah, I want to be here to like touch my server so I can shut down everything, the correct way. Plus, I'm making sure that our our Mac file shares are being synced up to the cloud, making sure my scripts are working correctly. I know I'm able to work remotely from home, but I still have to be in the city because of my son. So I don't want to. Me and my son, we both live in different, states. So if my state gets locked down and I can't travel to New York to see him, I'm in trouble. So I got to stay in New York to be with him and around him, because he is number one right now, and my main concern is him. So I can't really be home. I got to be in the city all the time. So why not be in the office working, making sure the servers are up and running, and troubleshooting all the craziness right now. So Gold Cobra says, thank God we mostly use Citrix, and it's even working mostly well for remote users. Awesome. Citrix is another thing. I did not mention Citrix on my last stream with you guys, but that is another way to stay connected. Citrix is a great, awesome way. Gold Cobra, are you using Citrix to create like a VDI infrastructure, like virtual desktops, and your users are able to get into Citrix and open up a desktop? Or are you using Citrix in a way that you are advertising like a portal, and people are able to log into that portal to access like Word, Excel, like you're advertising certain applications? I would like to know how you're using and utilizing Citrix, Gold Cobra. Donald states, most of the issues I resolve is helping the clients with their cloud files that I migrated for them. All right. And then the majority of stuff that I've been working with users is the following. Microsoft Teams audio or video is not working. So the quick fix for that is either just restart my Teams, or log out, log back on, and it will start working. That's the majority of the problems that I've gotten. I can't remote into my desktop, and I was like, how can you not remote in your desktop? We sent an email to everyone letting them know, like, please make sure you're able to remote into your desktop before the office closes. And I got to go make sure I configure their desktops and all that stuff. Another problem is, I forgot to tell you that I need to VPN, and they don't have the VPN client. So I have to remote into their machines to install the VPN, configure that, get them up and running, make sure they able to have access to their stuff. Other problems is like Zoom. I know Zoom right now, for those individuals that have Zoom or are utilizing Zoom with your 9-to-5 job, if you don't know, I'm gonna let you guys know, Zoom right now is having a lot of issues with video cloud. If you are recording your Zooms and they're automatically being recorded to the cloud, I opened up a ticket, and it looks like when it's processing the recording, it gets stuck on that right there. It says processing recording. We had a team within my 9-to-5 job. They did a recording on Monday, and it's still stating right today, Thursday, that it's still processing the video. So I opened up a ticket last night. Zoom, real quick, they opened it up this morning, and they stated, like, we know it's a huge problem. We're trying to get it fixed. We're going to place the ticket on hold for now, but we'll keep you up to date. For those individuals that are actually communicating and staying communicated with Zoom, and you guys want to record stuff to the cloud, just keep, don't freak out if you start seeing video processing or processing video and it gets stuck there. It's a bug, and Zoom is actually working on it. The workaround is just tell your users to record locally to the machine. Once the recording, or they end the meeting, make sure that do not close the dialog box, because it's going to be a dialog box to process and convert the video file to their machines locally. And that stuff is downloaded and located inside of My Documents. Just to give you guys a heads up, I know you guys already know this stuff, but just to give you a heads up, if you are utilizing and taking advantage of Zoom, and your members at your job are recording stuff to the cloud, and you guys see processing video, and it's stuck there for a couple of hours or a couple of days, is because Zoom has a bug I open up a ticket, they're working on it to let me know. Just tell your users to do a local recording. Mr. C, the struggle is real. Well, it was working before. Oh, yes, Mr. C, yes, the struggle is real. Us system admins right now, we are on 24/7. Like I said at the very beginning of the stream, I am working right now 16 to 17 hours. I am up 5 o'clock in the morning and I am chatting away. I'm actually doing this stream because I'm on somewhat lunch, right? I'm taking a break, but I'm still answering emails, text messages. I'm still within Microsoft Teams, chatting with everyone and doing everything that I need to do. And especially a lot of the department heads right now are creating documents to standardize a bunch of stuff. We're standardizing how to work from home. Oh, big changes. It is, I can tell you this much right now. If a lot of people lied about their resumes about being assistant administrator, this is the real test right now to see if you guys are really a system administrator and network administrator. This is the test. So if you guys fail, be careful. You might lose your job. So you got to be on point right now. You got to be on point. You got to make sure your servers are backed up. If you got virtual machines, your virtual machines are being backed up to either a cloud or a tape kind of implementation. Make sure your file shares are being backed up. Make sure that all your communication stuff is being either within a cloud servers, or your 9 to 5 users are able to still communicate with their clients, right? We not too long ago migrated our Exchange server to Office 365. I am so happy about doing that. I don't have an Exchange server locally. I don't even have a hybrid. Everything is automatically to the cloud, so I'm happy. I think the only thing that I'm working right now is uploading our 5 terabyte files up to the cloud. So if something happens to the building that we work in, users are still able to access the stuff. Just make sure you guys are backing up everything. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Cobra says we have virtual desktops via PVS and NetScaler Gateway for external access. Ooh, nice setup. I like that. Go Cobra. We provide our users even with UD pockets, so they can easily connect with a home computer at the smart. Oh, that's smart. I really like that setup. Go Cobra. That's pretty cool. That's pretty smart. It works pretty well for us. Awesome. Awesome. How many, Go Cobra, to you, I'm talking directly to you. How many users do you have right now that are connecting to remote desktop? Like right now, my implementation right now is about 100 to 150 users right now remoting in. There's no huge bottleneck, which is a good thing for us. My IT manager, not too long ago, about last year, we had the budget to increase our pipeline. And my IT manager and myself, we're both happy that we increase our internet pipe, because that is coming in. That's coming in handy. Increasing your internet line, it works. I'm getting like a couple of notifications on my phone, so I'm just sliding up right now. Like, get away, get away. Mr. C says, have you had any experience with direct access? We are setting up one of clients with direct access so far. It's great and I love it. Yes, I think I've done a couple videos on the channel dealing with direct access. I haven't implemented direct access within my 9 to 5 job right now, but it should work with no problem. Like moving the camera out the way, like, get out the way, camera, get out the way. Like emails are just coming in left and right. Yeah, for direct access, we're not really utilizing direct access right now. Our VPN access is in two ways. We have a client. The client is actually installed within the PC, and the client is configured to talk to our centralized VPN server, and then people are able to just automatically mount their file share and do it that way. For Mac users, we actually they are taking advantage of the VPN within Mac. right? Because if you go to system preferences, go to network, hit that plus, you're able to pick VPN as one of the options within your network list, and then you're able to just configure the protocol and the IP address, and then just provide the secret share and all that stuff. So that route is the way that our Mac users within my 9 to 5 have been accessing the VPN, and they love it. I think the only time they need to use, like I said before, TeamViewer is the second option for our Mac users, but they haven't been using TeamViewer, which I'm extremely happy. So mounting their drives at home works out doing VPN. And the cool thing is that the majority of our Mac users have Macs at home, so it's seamless. You VPN, you're able to do an Apple K, put the IP, put the AFP address, and then able to mount it that way. All right, Donald, you be safe, man. Take care. Thank you for stopping by. You be safe as well. Continue supporting your users, man. Continue. Liz, hopefully I'm saying this right. Lizy, I'll probably say it. I just killed your name. I'm sorry. I'm horrible with names. Today I was configuring Citrix for users using Mobile Pass. It worked pretty nice. Problem was it wasn't me configuring Citrix server, and it was old. Oh my God, with a Windows 2008 R2, dude, Windows doesn't support 2008 R2. Make sure you. I know you guys are working extremely fast to get your users up and running, but please, I'm begging you. I know you guys are trying to stay communicated with with your users and try to keep everything up and running, but please, I beg you. Best practice, all right? If you guys need to get a machine up and running, make sure it's running the latest operating system. 2008, I believe R2. I don't think Microsoft is supporting that anymore. You're not going to get any Windows updates. I'm not too sure, so don't quote me on that. Probably one of you guys could correct me on the chat on that. But practice, best practice, right? Yeah. Make sure that you guys are practicing best practice within your 9 to 5 job. If you need to create a virtual machine, create the virtual machine. Make sure that you set up snapshots. Make sure that virtual machine is being backed up. Make sure that that server has all the latest updates. Just don't push out the Windows update. Don't just push out the virtual machine and get it up and running on your network without pushing all the updates, and just because you need it up and running. Make sure you guys are practicing best practice before you deploy something new within your network. I know we're in a rush and we have like CEOs, CXOs, CFXOs, IT managers, whoever on our backs to try to get stuff up and running, but please practice best practice, okay? Go Cobra say he has around 250 users across Europe. Around 200 of them work now from remote. Damn, that's crazy. Others still have to visit the office due to their work, which cannot be done remotely, like warehouse and stuff. Damn, that is crazy. Go Cobra. Wow. It sucks for those individuals that gotta come in because they have to do manual labor, I mean. I hear you, Lizy, but still, I know you got it up and running, but please make sure you make a plan after all this craziness is over, and make sure you upgrade the server, or just make sure it's fully backed up, and make sure you got updates, to that machine. Okay, I know it's up and running. You had it there, but make sure you got plans in the future to upgrade it or move the services to a new machine. I think 2008 you can still get updates, but you have to pay. See, you got to pay. Not a lot of us want to pay extra money, especially now. I know a lot of IT people, their budgets are being cut left and right, and especially if you are trying to provide a laptop to your users. I spoke to a lot of system administrators that they had to literally go to like Best Buy to purchase a crap load of laptops, pixie boot them, slap in their images, set up VPNs, and provide those laptops to them at the end of the day for their users. So, and with, and their budgets are still being cut. So it's really, really hard. Mr. C says, I headed back to the grind, but I wanted to say thank you for the MDT. Oh, thank you, Mr. C. Go back in there, grind hard, make sure your users are up and running. We're already 29 minutes in. I'm about to cut this short pretty soon for you guys because I got to go back into the grind as well and start working, busting my butt over here for you guys, trying to create more content and deploy content to my channel, as well as stay focused for my 9 to 5 people at my job right now. But for those individuals that join and is chatting, providing information, please be safe. Keep your family safe. You be safe. I know you're trying to work as hard as possible, but your health is number one. All right, guys, your health is important. I know my health is important. I know I'm taking care of myself. I'm making sure that I'm staying healthy, but I also have a responsibility to try to keep everyone up and running, and that's a lot of weight on our shoulders. And I appreciate all you guys, and I love you guys. Continue working hard. Stay safe. Make sure your families are safe. God bless all you guys. Stay strong. I'm gonna be around for a bit. You guys have questions or comments, once this is done and uploaded, come back to this video, leave your comments there. For those individuals that are there, that are commenting and watching, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the thumbs up. For that one person that gave me a thumbs down, hey, you know what, leave a comment, let me know why you didn't like it. Right? You just don't like the look at this face? I know, it's okay. Still love you. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Again, be safe, continue working, continue grinding. If no one says thank you to you because of all your work, you know what? Thank you. I'm thanking you for everyone else. Thank you. All right? I love you guys. Stay safe. Peace out. Now, how the hell do you end this? Oh, because I always forget how to end this. I think I have to press this button. Is it this button? I'm out. Nope. No, 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 no. Is it this button? No. All right, I'm just joking with you guys. Peace out.